And let's get this party started. Pistol round, map 2 of our first best of 1 here at the GameSync's CSGO mini tournament. Terrace with a pretty standard pistol round play. I'm gonna be careful of calling too many locations because I'm pretty close to players. I don't want to give anything up. We've got some pretty stacked push coming in from the terrace here. Allen looking to rotate to intercept. Sees them, gets the intel, but rolls off. Takes a Glock to the face for his trouble. XTCR goes down. And it's down to Noob and Seftari. Seftari especially after those bold words looking to make good on them. 3 terrorists holding this bomb site. Seftari very hurt. Nihilus finds him. And that's round 1 unlocked for the terrorists. Let me know, everybody, how the mic's sounding. I've been messing with settings. I've been doing all sorts of fun stuff. So if you need game volume louder, caster volume louder, I'll be dialing it in so the casters after me look good, you know. I'll make the mistakes. Hopefully the background noise should be gone now, Pirate. Let me know. Just very tough because we're in a tight little I'm right next to the players, so you might even hear their calls on occasion. Hopefully they don't hear mine. Paravoid playing with Allen. Indy on this A-bomb site. He knows they're coming, but there's nothing he can do about it. Wow, that's one quick pick from Noob. Pushes it into a 2v3, but gets picked off. 1v3 now. Paravoid very hurt. XTCR trying to break their economy a little bit more, but what can you do? And the terrorists gaining steam. Here at the beginning of this map too. That's 2 rounds unlocked. If you're not very familiar with Counter-Strike, the rule of thumb is that you win the pistol round. Odds are very high you're going to win the next 2. But not guaranteed. Of course, that's your opportunity to really rock the enemy team on their heels right when they're gaining steam. But did not happen for the CTs. Good shot by Noob. That's 2 down for the terrorists. And the counter-terrorists on the rotation. They got all the intel they need. 2 quick picks, Ancient and Paravoid. Frag coming in. And that B-bomb site's wide open. Hitman watching the flank. And it's down to Indy to make this happen. Come on, Dr. Jones. Don't want to give away too much with my casting, or else I'd be getting really excited right now. This is interesting. This is interesting. 2 very hurt players. Hitman finds him though, and that's round 3 for the terrorists. Now this is going to be where the CTs get their first buy of the game, the first real buy. This is their chance to shut down the momentum the terrorists have been gaining, or to, well, lose their economy again, have that broken again for another couple rounds. Let me know what style of casting you want me to use. I'm going to kind of be explaining stuff because I figure we might have some people in chat who aren't as familiar, or you know, it would benefit them to hear a little bit of the nitty-gritty of Counter-Strike. But if you'd rather I just stick with the play-by-play, let me know. Now, Allen spots Nihilus in party. CT's getting some intel now. They're seeing where the push is coming in. LBV. Ancient finds one. Hitman finds the other. LBV finds Allen. And we're down 2-5. Counter-terrorists looking to defend this A-bomb site. That's 1 pick from Noob. That was a great shot. Hitman pushes out. I don't think Noob saw him, though, but he certainly hears the gunfire. That's 2 from Noob. He somehow survives that spray by LBV. But Hitman finds XTCR through the smoke. It sure seemed. And then finds Noob as well. Round 4 for the Terrace. Oh, gaining steam, yes. I'm sure Gabe would be proud. We gotta get paid too. Product placement, you know. Now the counter terrace after that buy round. Now they're on their heels. Now they're gonna have to decide whether they want to eco, what they want to do, whether they want to stack a site, how they're gonna approach this. We've got a couple pistol buys. Siftari, of course, being deadly with the deagle. I need to remove the floating text. I can't believe I forgot that. My bad. I appreciate that. Thank you. How amateur of me. I'm learning. See, I'll have the other people look good. Like I said. Alright, Siftari can't quite find Nihilist and Party. He's going to roll off. The bomb's actually being very sneaky. Got Ancient here with the bomb. Siftari finding a pick in connector. It's 2v2 now. Anything can happen. Nihilus finding that pick into connector though, and now it's 1v2. Indy looking to retake and defuse all by his onesie. Ancient's gonna hear that gunshot. He knows something's coming in. He's gonna pick off Indy, and it's round 5 locked down for the Terrace. No spy chickens on the map that I've seen. We didn't disable them though that I'm aware of, so they should be here somewhere. The cute little sweaters. I love Christmas chickens more than Halloween chickens. Although the zombie chickens are pretty cool. Shoot them and they like come undead from the ground. Good stuff. Alright. Pretty standard split from both teams. Nothing particularly exciting about this. Alan looking to gather some intel on this push. We've got Indy playing very aggressive, finds Nihilist, LBV forces him back, but that's a terrorist down when they can least afford it on the initial push. Another one goes down, but LBV finally trades him off. So now we're in a 3v4, and the terrorists are very hurt. Counter-terrorists falling back. They're going to play safe. They know they've got the advantage now. But what they don't know is that Ancient is in position. Siftari with the op, trying to get some intel. Noob and Siftari playing the same angle. Ancient finds a pick though. He finds the oppers in their natural habitat, but Siftari says, "You're not taking me down too." And that bomb's going down on that B bomb site. Frag goes up. LBV finishes off Siftari, and it's 2v2. The terrorists are very hurt. Can the counter-terrorists mount this retake? LBV finds Allen. 1v2. 1v1 now as XTCR finds LBV. Hitman is very hurt. And I'll go over the weapons for sure. He goes for the smoke, goes for the defuse, but Hitman sees him before the smoke goes off. Round 6 for the Terrace. What would you like me to go over about the weapons? Just who's wielding what, or kind of approach it from somebody new to Counter-Strike perspective about what weapon serves what role? I will be flexible. Until then, though, we'll just discuss loadouts. We've got some AK-47s, and of course, I haven't been saying too much specifics because I don't want to give stuff away for the teams who are sitting right behind me, of course. But we do see a standard loadout, 4 AKs, 1 op from the Terrorist. Op's going to be looking to position himself probably, well, right where he is right now. This is ideal in this map where you're going to usually see the op battles. The counter-terrorist not having a whole lot of money. They've got a couple rifles in the field. XTCR gets that intel, sees that long push. Frag's coming in. LBV trying to pick him off as he retreats, but he manages to make it back to that bomb site. So now the CTs have seen the terrorist. They know where the push is coming in. Hitman trying to get that pick, but the shoulder peek from Allen is too strong. And then Allen is flashed. The calls are coming in. Nobody's really rotating just yet. Allen with 1. Oh, Allen with 2. That was very close, but it's 3v3. Picks are going in on the B-bomb site. Nihilus finds Allen, Noob finds Ancient, XTCR finds Nihilus. They're just trading fast and furious, and now we're 1v2. Terrorists for the counter-terrorists. So what you're seeing here, let's see. Both the counter-terrorists have salvaged rifles. One of them very hurt. He's going to need to gather from the first teammate. Gets picked off at 1v1. Noob now knows what's coming in. Gives away his position. It's going to be an aim duel. LBV gets the better of Noob, and that's round 7 for the terrorists. The momentum has not stopped since the first map. A team, Ancient, Paravoid, Nihilus, LBV, Hitman. Forgive me, I'm a little newer to the GameSync's scene, so I'm not sure if they're team 3 or 4. Their team is very, very strong in this tournament. Appreciate the kind words. How on Ton GG. If I pronounced that properly. Terrace, very aggressive push by Paravoid. Allen's gonna see him. The spray duel, and neither one goes down. Allen's gonna fall back, because what else can you do after that with your tail between your legs? LBV finds him, and this push is coming into the A-bomb site. Rocking and rolling. The bomb taking the lead. Doesn't care if they get the intel about where that is. Noob trying to play close with that op, and the bomb's going down. 2v5. CT's on the retake. CT's already in position to make their move. But the terrorists push through bank behind XTCR. All the terrorists very hurt, but so is the CT. The last one alive, and that's round 8 for the terrorists. Alright, so what you're seeing, the player we're spectating right now, Ancient, he's got the SG553, also known as the Krieg in older versions of the game. That is the most expensive automatic rifle you can buy as the terrorist team. It has a attached scope where you right click, it zooms in a little bit, not quite the same as a sniper rifle, but it is a little more accurate, a little slower rate of fire than in like an AK-47, which if he pulls his out, which is kind of the standard bread and butter of the the terrorist team. We got picks coming in. I need to stop talking and start casting. Allen finds one, almost finds a second in connector. And the terrorists just have free reign of the map. They know Indy's there. In construction, he's down. Round 9 for the terrorists. So on the counter-terrorist team, their counterpart to the Krieg, or the SG, as it's known in Go, is the AUG, which is a bullpup style weapon. Same setup. You got the right click scope, you've got the slower rate of fire, and then the counter-terrorist bread and butter is the M4A1 or the M4A4. You can choose situationally which one you want. A4 having more bullets, and the A1 being slower rate of fire, a little more accurate, known as a laser by many. So we've got Hitman here playing very aggressively with an op. You don't usually see an op in this sort of position. Paravoid also, it's the dual op setup from the terrorists. That's a very aggressive play, but Seftari is ready to counter that aggression. Finds one pick, but gets shut down by Paravoid. That's 2 down for the terrorist team, but Allen, looking into connector, is trying to even things up. XTCR knows defense is gone from that B-bomb site. The bomb goes down. And they're going to try this retake. Very cautiously making his way towards the B-bomb site here. They're in position. That flash came in. Paravoid whiffs the op. 1v3. He gets some damage on a Paravoid. XTCR does, but the frag grenade's going to force him back, flush him out of hiding. Bomb's ticking away, and kaboom. Round 10 for the terrorists. One of the terrorists falling to the blast of the bomb didn't make it out on time. Now the CTs, if you see their economy, I don't know what's better to show it like this or like this. The CTs, they've got enough money to buy a few rifles, so they're going to have to make the call now whether they want to save or go for it. They're going for it. Got 3 rifles up, and then for the terrorist team, Ancient here fielding an automatic shotgun. Close range, a very aggressive playstyle weapon. Seftari getting some intel in connector. And Allen finding a pick onto LBV. XTCR finds a pick in sewers, and suddenly it's 5v3. The terrorists at the disadvantage. Seftari's pushed all the way up and around behind the terrorist, through the terrorist spawn, behind their push. So he's gotten the intel his team needs, saying their party right now, they're going towards long. And we can lock them down. Seftari peeking through the smoke, trying to get intel on Paravoid up there in party. Can't quite see him, but Paravoid's hurt. It's going to take maybe 1 or 2 shots to put him out of it. Seftari finding an... Oh, almost found a second, but he did find a pick. Paravoid and Nihilus, though, are not going silently into the night. And it's 2v1 now, going the way of the terrorists, but they're both very hurt. Nihilus looking to take out his teammate for all the good he's done this round. XTCR. Very stealthily making his way. Does he go for it? No, he does not. He's looking to hold on, I think. No? Here he goes. Location divulged. Terrorists heard the frag, but they aren't certain whether he's coming from one side or the other. The flash right in the face. But Paravoid steps out and drops him. Round 11 for the terrorists. Oh man. Very similar situation to map 1. CT side right now is just looking to break this momentum of the T side, but it's not... It's looking to be a pretty tall order, not looking very likely. So they've got to buy up. Noob's got his op. Ancient finds a quick pick into Seftari, who pushed into connector here. 4v5, and they're going to be looking to hold on to their sights. Hitman finds Allen. The XTCR is in a position to make some trades. Almost gets 3. But LBV says, no sir. Now we're 2v4. A lot of damage on the T side. Indy. Noob finding that pick onto LBV as he pushes into the site. Terrorists swarming up. Hitman dropping Noob. And it's all up to Indy with a scout. Indy finds Hitman. Looking to do the jump scout. Of course, I'll go into something about the scout after this round. Incredible no-scope headshot. 1v1. Can Indy pull it out of the hat? No! Very close. Paravoid shuts him down with a headshot. Oh man, that was tense. That was a good round. But the CTs just could not break the momentum. Even the terrorist team. Gotta give respect for that hold by Indy. Good sportsmanship coming out. So the Scout is unique. There's 2 different sniper rifles. The Scout, which is cheaper, the Op, which is more expensive. The Scout, you move faster with. The Op, you're very slow with. Op does more damage. Scout does less. Scout is still a one-shot headshot kill. And the Scout has the unique advantage of being 100% accurate. Don't quote me on this. 100% accurate, even while jumping. So that you can achieve what's called a jump scout, where you kind of jump over a box real quick, or a rock, and take out your opponent. Quick trades coming in. Seftari holding in connector. They got some intel that there are some terrorists long, but they aren't quite certain if they're pushing all the way up yet. Allen trying to spot out that op lurking party. Terrorists are mobilizing. Here comes the push. Noob's got the intel. He heard it. He drops 1. Nihilus looking for the quick op. He drops 2. That's 3, and that's the first round for the counter-terrorist. Very good play by Noob. Very good hold. The 16-0 dream is gone. Paravoid is disappointed. And now we've got a game on our hands. Can the counter-terrorists win out these last couple rounds of the first half and maybe have a shot at coming back second half? Now the terrorists, pretty solid buys across the board. Counter-terrorists with some pretty decent buys, some scavenged weapons. Let's see if they can hold on to this little bit of momentum they've got. Quick push by the terrorists. Looking to catch them on their heels. Trying to get the jumping SMG shot, but did not work out for LBV. Paravoid though. Quick trade. Nihilus finding STCR, and the counter-terrorists are rotating in. They know where the terrorists have pushed to. Indy man to watch when he's got a scout. Crazy, crazy shots. Noob with another pick. It's 2v3, and the retake's coming in. Indy making good with a deagle as well. We've only got one terrorist left standing to hold against this push. Ancient finds Indy. Gives the intel, though. Noob knows where he's at. Shuts him down. The defuse is coming in. No defuse kit. No problem. Plenty of time after that quick retake. More compliments from the T side. It's always good to see good sportsmanship. I've played too much matchmaking, too much toxicity, too much salt. Very, very salty. Worse than McDonald's. McDonald's is fine. I like McDonald's. My comments don't officially represent or endorse or GameSync or anybody else, whatever. And we're going into the last round of this first half. If the CTs can hold on to this bit of momentum, they've got a decent chance going into the second half, especially if they can get that pistol round. Nihilus wondering if that's a flashbang, and it's not. But Noob finds a quick pick. Seftari finding another. Gathering all the intel. The calls are coming in. Paravoid. Nihilist on the lurk. Oh, Nihilist finds Allen, but Seftari trades him off. 4v2. Things are looking pretty solid for the CT defense. XTCR and Seftari trading bullets. Tensions are high in the CT team. Pervard getting flashed, but fragging out to try to keep them at bay. High Moon on the flank, but Seftari shuts him down. 1v3. And the bomb is down for the counter-terrorists. Paravoid has a tall order to turn this round around. Turn this round back around. Checking truck. Nobody there. CTs should have heard the gunshot, but did they? Noob getting picked off. Paravoid's evening things up. Making some plays. But they know where the bomb's at, and they're not gonna let him have it. Pushes straight through the smoke. What else can you do? Round 3 for the counter-terrorists. And we're going right into the second half. Very solid counter-strike. Now you'll notice the kill death spread. Well, not as even as it might first appear, but there's some good fraggers on each team. If you can get those good fraggers into position to make the plays they need to make, that will be the terrorists' opportunity to really turn things around, getting Noob and Seftari to firing on all cylinders, as it were. So this pistol round is going to be critical. Paravoid shutting down XTCR with the peek, and LBV, another quick peek out of connector, shutting down the sewer terrorist players. It's not looking good. Seftari drops Nihilus with 2 quick kills. That's a pistol round going the way of the counter-terrorists. Not much else to do, but maybe force by as the terrorists. We do see pistol armor coming in on Seftari. We see pistol armor almost across the board. So they're forcing it. What else can you do? They're going to try to make good on this second round, try to rock the counter-terrorists back onto their heels and get some control back of this match. Again, map 2 of our first best of 3. If the counter-terrorists win this, the other Seftari's team's right out. That's all she wrote. Quick picks coming in from the terrorists. They are making good on their force buy. Counter-terrorists looking to hold on to this A-bomb site. Hitmen can't quite make it happen on Indy. Nihilus spotting out Allen, or XTCR. What do the counter-terrorists do? Oh, they're going for it. Nihilus with 1. Getting hit from both sides. Paravoid pushing straight up long. The bomb goes down, but Paravoid takes out the bomb planter, and now we're 2v1. Very, very chaotic round. The flash goes in. Paravoid's not blind though, but Seftari shuts him down anyways. That's round 4 for the terrorists, and that's what they needed to stay in this game. So the counter-terrorists on their heels, they do have enough money for a couple of buys. We'll see what they decide to do. The terrorists, though, we do have that PP Bison in play. We have a Galil in play. You see a noob there buying the Galil. That's kind of a safe buy, a cheaper rifle. Not the same damage, armor penetration, what have you, as the AK, but it's good in a pinch, especially when you know you're going up against an economy an eco round against the enemy team. So the terrorists or the counter-terrorists with their pistols, Galil is not a bad buy. So we've got Allen. The terrorists pretty much have control of mid the map. LBV and Hitman pushing up long, but the terrorists spot them out. Only get one for their two. Terrorists grabbing the bomb, and they're going to be making their play onto the site. Seftari finding Nihilist. Paravoid, still in bathrooms, drops the bomb and gets control of it. Noob's going to be trying to regain control. Takes a bullet to the face for his trouble. But Allen finds Ancient elsewhere in the map. Now we're 1v2. Paravoid knows where the bomb is. Seftari knows where Paravoid is, most likely based on the last call out. Very sneaky from both sides. Afraid to call this because I don't want to give up any intel for either team. Since they know where Paravoid was most likely, they're going to roll away. Harris making his push. And the bomb is going down. Paravoid standing in the A-bomb site knows clearly that the terrorist did not plant there. He's going to be pushing down towards the B-bomb site. 2v1. Paravoid knows this round is very key for his team. If he loses it, they're going to be on their heels again. Takes some shots from Allen, who's in a perfect position to be watching heaven. And that's round 5 for the terrorists. There's a bit of money on both sides. A couple of salvaged weapons from the terrorist team is going to make it a little bit easier for them to buy here in this this round 19. What do the CTs do? They're saving. The CTs are going to be on a save. Oh, I didn't say that too loud. But they're going to be holding on to their money in the hopes of making good in a later round when they can do a better buy. Terrorists pushing straight into connector. Looking to gather intel. Counter-terrorists stacked the site, though. We're very likely to see an engagement. They're trying to get their intel. He sees him, sprays through the wall, pushes in. That's 2! But LBV shuts down Noob, is going to pick up that AK. But we've already got the bomb going down on that A-bomb site. Ancient's gathering all the intel, going for the knife! Indy says, no! You're not knifing me today. Paravoid finds Indy. XTCR finds Paravoid. 1v3. Laugh coming out from Ancient, who was really hoping for that knife. Knives aren't just for the insult to injury of it. You do get a pretty sizable money bonus with a knife, and that would be very beneficial in the rounds to come. LBV holding onto that AK. How's the stream going, guys? How's my voice sound? Volume good? Stream choppy at all? Good quality? Let me know. I'll try to tweak it on the fly. Also, out of curiosity, when I start to talk quieter to kind of not divulge things to the teams, I'm curious as to whether you guys can still hear that all right. If so, I'll keep doing it. If not, I'll just try not to cast anything I don't want both teams to hear. Quick push into connector. 1-for-1 trade. A lot of damage onto those terrorists, and the bomb goes down. The CTs know where it's at. Allen on the flank, but Ancient says, no, sir. And that shuts things down. Round 14 for the CTs. The terrorist momentum there. Right back to where they started. They're going to have to make good on this round, or else it's match point for the counter-terrorists. And it will be the end of the best of 3. The counter-terrorist team, Paravoid, Ancient, Nihilist, LBV, and Hitman walking away the victors of this first best of 3. Moon Studios goes down to Seftari. Getting the intel. If only they could see each other through the walls. But that would be cheating. Sprays through the door, hoping to catch somebody. Trying to peek through that hole and see what he can see. I don't know whether he got the intel he needed, though. But XTCR is making a play towards the A-bomb site. Hitman trying to figure out, sees Allen, but can't make the shot. And here comes the push. Hitman holding down that long. Gets a pick. Noob knows where he's at. Picks him off with a flashbang in hand. Noob with 2. Paravoid shutting him down 1v1. A lot of damage done. Allen makes it happen with the bomb down. That's what the terrorist team needed. They got the money from the bomb plant. Yeah, that's called wall hacks. Maybe, you know. It's always funny though when you see people just staring at each other through the wall and you're like, man, just spray it, bro. Check it. So the terrorists got a little bit of momentum. We've got kind of a lighter buy from the CT side. The terrorists have all the guns that they could possibly need. A lot of damage traded right here, though. Especially with Hitman peeking up long there like that. He's hurt. Perfect frag onto Indy. Ancient, though, finding a pick and connector. Noob trying to regain momentum and control of this long push. Does find Hitman, but the counter-terrorists are coming in. They know where they're at. They know where the terrorists are going to be. Paravoid. Allen hears them. Finds that quick pick. Choco's hurt. They know he's in playground. They're just trying to hold on. LBV drops. XTCR with a great shot at range. That's all she wrote. Paravoid shutting down Noob for the 15th round. Match point for the counter-terrorists. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the stuff stories, Cinderella stories are made of. Can the terrorist team, with the CTs on match point, can they bring this back to a tie in overtime? Crazier things have happened. We're in San Diego, home of a couple of players of Cloud9, the Clutch Kings. Let's see if we can channel some of that energy now. For this terrorist team, Noob gets flashed and dropped by Ancient. Not the way you want to start things off. Nihilist finding another pick lower B. 3v5 for the terrorists, but they're not out of this yet. Quick push out, but Indy is waiting for Ancient. Evening things up. Indy pushing up. Nihilist finding a pick on XTCR. Nihilist finding Indy. 1v4. Can Allen make magic happen? It's not gonna work out in his favor. Paravoid finding him 16-7, the final score line. Team Paravoid, Ancient, LBV, SD, Hitman, and Nihilist winning map 2 of this best of 3, which makes them the winner of the best of 3. Well played to both teams. We're gonna take a quick break. I'll play some music for you folks, and we're gonna decide which teams are playing next. Thank you for joining us here today on the GameSync CSGO tournament stream. Really appreciate hanging out with you guys. This is Mitch, Super Soup, signing off as caster. Might see me later playing, so wish us luck.